cashier wanted. Oh, that's no good. 12 months experience required. Oh, capable, enthusiastic bar person required with friendly personality for informal London club. Oh, that's not bad. 6,000 a year, that's not bad, is it?
May have escaped your notice, but I've already got a job.
This is for me.
What?
Oh, new Chinese restaurant requires staff for...
So sorry, important audit tomorrow. Too busy.
You always too busy. You work all day and half the blessed night.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm so successful. Let's retire and both of us take jobs as bright and friendly bar persons.
All right, don't be so touchy.
Well, then don't blame me for bringing extra work home.
Well, I'm not. It's just that I'd like a career as well. I mean, I worked before we were married. Why can't I do that again? Look, if I'd been a politician, actress, novelist, would you stop me then?
Well, you're not, are you? You're an ordinary housewife. Oh, Lord. But charming, talented and beautiful with it.
You better be here!
I do.
How could you ever think of me as an ordinary housewife?
Heaven knows.
No such thing as an ordinary housewife. Or an ordinary accountant or ordinary coal miner. Trendy boutique in Chelsea requires sales assistant part-time. Well, that's it, isn't it? Perfect.
Are you sure?
Oh, what? I'd love to be amongst the latest fashions.
How much does it pay?
Wait, basic, £60 a week.
By the time you paid fares and meals, you'll be left with nothing.
Well, it all balances out, clever Dick.
How, clever Dick?
Because when you're staff, you get 10% off all you buy. Excuse me. Excuse me?
Yeah?
I'm Mrs. Fields.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I rang earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I talked to the manageress.
Oh. So? Yeah? This lady says she phoned you. Oh, yeah? Yeah. What was the name?
Fields, Hester Fields.
Oh, about the job? Yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
You threw me for a moment.
Sorry?
Well, you sounded so young on the phone.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you are young.
But not young enough.
Oh, yeah. It's just that it's our policy here to wear the gear we sell.
So?
Well, you've really got to know what the kids are going for.
Well, I happen to have a daughter of 19.
Oh, that sounds hopeful. Send her along.
Well, thank you. Bye-bye.
She's serious.
What about next year?
Well, according to these figures, there's a shortfall of about... Oh, excuse me a moment, will you? Hello, yes?
Do you know what she said?
Who is this?
Well, who do you think it is? It's me.
Oh, yes. Hold on, darling. Would you excuse me just a moment, Mr. Cannon? Of course. Yes.
They had the gall to say that I was too old.
Who did?
Well, the girl in the boutique.
I see.
Yeah, she didn't like my age or my figure.
Ah.
Oh, she's taken away all my self-confidence.
Darling, it's a bit awkward at the moment. Could I talk to you a little later?
Darling, how do you think I would look in boots and a miniskirt?
Boots and a miniskirt? You're pretty good, I imagine.
But there's nothing wrong with my legs and hips, is there?
No, of course not.
Oh, and I've still got a reasonable figure, haven't I?
Oh, you've got a marvellous figure. Look, I really must be...
Darling, you're not cross with me for ringing.
No, of course not.
And you still love me, old as I am?
Of course I do.
Well, I need reassuring.
I have.
Go on, say it.
I have.
No, darling, properly say, I still love you.
I still love you.
Be home early?
I will if I can.
All right, bye, darling.
Bye, dear.
No, say, darling.
Darling.
Kiss, kiss.
Sorry about that.
Right, all right.
In case you're wondering, that was Mrs. Fields.
Oh, yes, of course.
Now, about this fallout. Short fall. Aren't you having any?
No, it's fattening.
You're taking this far too seriously, you know.
Well, how would you like it if somebody said you were fat and old?
They didn't say that.
Well, not in so many words, but... I tell you, when I go into that boutique next time, I'm going to knock them for 6.
What are you going to use, karate?
No, I'm going to redouble my efforts at Keep Fit, and well, I might even take on aerobics.
How can flying upside down help you lose weight?
Not aerobatics. These are exercises.
Look, if you're really serious about taking a job, why don't you take one more suited to your age?
Like what?
Well, how do you fancy being a librarian?
How do you fancy sleeping in the spare room?
Just a thought.
Oh, Saved by the Bell. 3294.
Hi, Ma, it's me.
Oh, Emma,
How
hi.
are you?
Well, feeling my years.
Oh, well, that comes to us all.
Oh, what a comfort you are. How's Peter?
Great. We're up to our eyes in paint and wallpaper, but the flat's going to look absolutely terrific. You'll have to come over and see it sometime. I can't offer you a meal because we haven't got the stove working properly yet, but Peter was wondering if you could pop over one evening and have a word with Dad.
Well, I don't think your father knows much about stoves, do you?
Not about that, about us.
Oh!
Oh, I know it's frightfully old-fashioned, but Peter thinks he ought to have a sort of formal chat before we... Oh, hang it, I've just stepped in some paint. Sorry, I'll have to stop now. Bye, love to Dad.
What's the latest crisis?
Oh, she just stepped in some paint.
And she called to tell us that?
No, as far as I can make out, Peter wants to come over and have a chat with you, man to man.
What about?
Well, as far as I can make out, he wants to ask you for Emma's hand.
Oh, odd, isn't it?
What?
Never bothered to ask when he took the rest of her.
Cross and cross and cross and cross and up and up and cross and cross and cross and up.
Can't you reach a toe, Sonia?
Reach 'em? I can barely see 'em.
Nonsense.
Why did you talk me into this torture?
Oh, no, in a couple of weeks we won't know ourselves.
Nobody will. We'll be dead.
Right, ladies. Now I want you all to lie down on your backs, please. Lift your arms up from your side. Now I want you to lift your right leg up, holding down. Your left leg up, holding down. Both legs up, holding down. With the music. Are we ready? And right leg up, holding down. Left leg up, holding down. Both legs up, holding down. Left leg up, holding down. Right leg up, holding down. Both legs up, holding down. On stop. Good. Well done, ladies. Now on 4 counts, I want you to sit up, draw your knees up to your chest, place your weight on your feet, and jump to a standing position. 4 distinct movements. Are we ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, ladies. That's all for today. Dismissed.
Thank you. Are you going to stay there all afternoon?
I think so.
There's another class in 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, they just have to work round me.
What's the matter with Mrs. Fields?
I'm not sure.
If she's feeling faint, we can open a window.
No, I don't think so.
Blood pressure, perhaps? Looks a little flushed.
Well, no more than usual.
Would you mind including me in this conversation?
Oh, you're rallying good. Would we like to sit up?
Love to. Have we got a crane?
You haven't put your back out.
Why? Don't you allow that? Oh!
Ready with her?
She just had a Keep Fit class. Right, I'll open the door and we'll feed her in.
I think it's a waste of time. I can't possibly bend.
You'll have to. I can't walk you home. I've got another class.
Oh, come on, Hester, do try and cooperate. There's only one answer. I'll put the roof back and she can stand upright.
Can you manage like that?
I think I'm married that way, I do.
Oh, you'll be all right.
Don't drive under any low bridges, will you?
Good luck, girls. Thanks for your help. See you next week.
Oh, I don't think so. Please drive slowly, Sonia.
All right. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Robin and Batman.
I feel more like Rommel.
How's it feeling now?
I think it's a lot better.
Why don't you have a brandy?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. I don't want to drink on my own.
You've already had one.
Well, it was a small glass.
Yes, but full.
Hello, darling. Oh, Sonia.
Evening, William. Oh, I just finished my drink and I'll be off. Do you want one?
Is there any left? Been to keep fit class, have you?
Yes, I just haven't had time to change.
Oh, thought you joined the cast of Cats.
She ricked her back this afternoon.
And Sonia very kindly helped me home.
Did you see the doctor?
No, it just clicked out. Now it's clicked back.
Oh.
How was your day?
Well, pretty uneventful. I climbed the monument, dived off Tower Bridge and swam the Thames underwater. Your average day.
Better be off, or my husband will think I live here.
So will I. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye, Sonia. Thanks very much. Oh,
Oh, no.
Don't bother, I'll answer
Who
it.
is it this time?
darling, she has been very helpful.
I'm sure she has. Now, you feeling better?
Yes, but I haven't been able to fix dinner, so Mother's invited us over to the granny house.
Oh, that's fine.
It's Emma's boyfriend, Peter.
Oh, Peter!
Oh, Peter! Come on in.
I say, that's very fetching.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still in my working gear.
Golly.
Would you like a drink, Peter?
Thanks.
Gin, whiskey, sherry?
Please.
Right.
Won't you sit down, Peter?
Oh, yes. May I?
Yes. Oh, do, please. I'm going to move this.
What sort of work do you do, Mrs. Fields?
Sorry?
Dressed like that?
Oh, no, just this is my keep fit gear.
Oh.
Just trying to keep in trim.
I'd say you'd succeeded.
Thank you.
Your drink, Peter?
What? Oh, thanks. I say, I hope there's some soda in this.
Very little. It's sherry. Slimline on the rocks for you,
No, I'll
darling.
get it, darling.
Oh, yes. Now then, Peter, I understand that you want to have a little talk with me about the possibility of
Were you
and
ever
Emma...
a dancer, Mrs. Fields?
Oh, good heavens, no.
Oh, well, I can see now where Emma gets all her brains from. Yes, and other things.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Now then, Peter,
You look
Are you
absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Peter.
I'm sure you haven't come to chat up my wife.
No.
No.
No. Fact is, I thought you might like to know that, Emma and I have been sort of mulling things over, and we feel we might like to have a more, permanent relationship.
When you say more permanent, do you mean you want an extension on the lease you already have?
I don't think we should call it an extension. No, it's a good deal more than that.
Oh, I'm glad.
See, basically, it all comes down to economics.
Does it?
See, I will have finished my articles in a couple of years, and then, with any luck, I'll be a solicitor. And I feel we should wait until then.
Wait until you what?
Get married.
Ah,
I'm sure you waited till you were fully qualified before you got married.
yes, I did. But then I wasn't living with Mrs. Fields in the meantime.
Oh, no.
No, but darling, there were those 2 weekends when we went to Littlehampton.
Yes, but we weren't living together as man and wife.
No, but we did sign in as Mr. and Mrs.
That's got nothing to do with it. As I was saying, Peter,
Dinner will be
I
ready
am prepared.
at 7:30. Oh, I am so sorry. I know you have company.
This is Peter, Emma's boyfriend. Peter, this is my mother, Mrs. Penrose.
How do you do, Mrs. Penrose?
So you're the man who has been living in sin with my granddaughter.
Mother, please.
I'm very much in love with your daughter, Mr. Fields. And with yours too, Mrs. Fields. And with your granddaughter, Mrs. Penrose.
Makes it sound like a harem.
And I want to do the honourable thing.
A bit late in the day, surely.
I don't wish to offend you, Mrs. Penrose, but I'm afraid that times have changed.
Not for the better.
People live together for a very sensible reason. Think how tragic it would be if Emma and I had got married when we first met and were now getting a divorce.
There's nothing tragic about that. I've been divorced for nearly 40 years.
But you wouldn't recommend it, Mother.
If you were married to your father, you would.
With all due respect, I can't quite see whose side you're on.
Nor can I. Look, Peter, if you wish to become engaged to our daughter and marry into this family, then I'm sure all of us will give it our earnest consideration.
I can give you my answer now.
Oh,
Mother, will you please not interrupt? This is a
really
very
isn't.
serious
Oh,
business.
yes.
I've got to make a very big step.
Oh, darling, sorry to rush you, but I'm in a terrible hurry.
Oh. What is it today? Weightlifting?
No. I'm going to go up to town, I'm going to buy some really dolly gear, then I'm going to go back to that boutique and I'm going to get that job.
Must you?
Yes, I must. I'm going to prove that I've still got what it takes.
I'm happy to take just what you got.
And, darling, this isn't for you, this is for myself.
Uh-huh.
See, I reckon if you act young, think young, you stay young.
If you go on shedding years like this, I think I'm going to retire.
Why?
You make me feel as if I'm 65.
Stop it.
I haven't finished that.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Yes? You advertised for an assistant the other day. Oh, yeah? Could I see the manageress?
So,
Yes?
this young lady's called about the job.
Oh, yes, love. Well, it's part-time and £60 a week.
Oh, I see.
You've done this sort of work before, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. You can usually tell.
I suppose you couldn't make it 70, could you?
No. Sorry, love.
Oh, well, I'll think about it, then I'll give you a buzz.
What name was it?
Fields? Hester Fields?
Oh, rings a bell.
That's it.
Oh, I remember. We had an inquiry the other day from your mother.
So you did.
So, you'll let us know then, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Ta-ra.
According to your letter of the 3rd inst, it seemed... Yes?
There's a young lady here I'd like a word with you, Mr. Fields.
Young lady? What's her name?
Miss Jones.
Jones. Do I know her?
I really couldn't say.
Well, I've got a meeting with Mr. Crammond at 3.
Well, she said she won't take a moment.
Oh. Show her in, will you? Oh, but don't keep Mr. Crammond waiting.
Yes, very much. Could you come this way, please?
Oh, Miss Jones, sit down, will you?
Thank you.
Now, what do you want to see me about?
My tax affairs.
I see. What exactly do you do?
Well, I could be earning £60 a week in a boutique.
Good grief!
It worked.
What on earth have you done to your hair?
Oh, no, it's a wig.
Thank God for that.
I fooled them.
Yeah, and me. You're not going to go around dressed like that for good, are you?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm not even taking the job, but I proved I could if I wanted to. Here, I even got a wolf whistle.
Disgraceful.
Oh, God, I've forgotten what it felt like.
What did it feel like?
Bloody marvellous. Oh, darling. Now, I'm not going to hold you up anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
No, I just wanted to see your face, that's all. Now, don't be late.
I'll be there at 7 on the nail, Blue Eyes.
If you want me, just whistle.
You sit down, Mr. Common. In case you're wondering, that was,
Mrs. Fields.
yes.
Yes, of course.
Peter!
Good Lord. Good evening.
Well, come in.
Thanks.
Yes, I was, just getting the supper.
Well, if it's not convenient...
No, Ian isn't home yet, but come in and I'll get you a drink.
Thanks.
Sherry?
Please.
I would like to explain that I don't normally wear clothes like this.
Oh, you should. I find your taste in clothes quite, adventurous.
I'm sorry that we didn't settle everything last night.
Oh, that was probably my fault. Emma pointed out that your husband's rather of the old school, very conventional, with very high standards.
Hester?
In here, darling.
Hit me with those blue eyes. I thought you'd like a younger lover.
Good evening, sir.
What the hell are you doing here?
He's come to try and have a straight talk with you.
What about?
What about Emma?
Oh. Ah. Well, you've caught us at rather a funny moment. I should explain.
No, please. Huh? I understand.
No.
Whatever turns you on.
No, There's another fine mess you've got us into. Oh, no.